All right. Abby, I know you have some other stuff on here.
I do.
But would you mind if I talk to Dan about some Luigi's Mansion?
Fine. We'll come back to my thing.
We'll come back. Dan, tell me about Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is a very fun video game, and I say that as someone who I always appreciated Luigi's Mansion 1 and Dark Moon, but I just kind of fell off them. You know, I would play a few hours and be like, I get what they're doing. It's funny.
How did you do that in the first one? Because the first one's only a few hours long.
It's like 7 hours long.
Is it really that
it's,
short?
It's pretty short.
Oh, wow.
I think I rented it when around GameCube's launch, and I was like, this is fun. I'm glad Luigi's getting his own game and everything.
And Dark Moon was too long.
Dark Moon was like 14, 15 hours.
And
it
didn't have enough to sustain that length.
It was repetitive.
It was good, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, this one I think is without a doubt the best one I played, and I definitely will see this one through. It is so it's structured. You get like an invite to a big hotel. It's like a big high-rise hotel, and
I bet it's haunted.
It is very haunted, yes. And all the elevator buttons are kind of taken out. And so one of the big things you're doing is you'll explore a whole floor. There's usually like an overarching kind of puzzle or ultimate thing, like, oh, I got to go find the security guard because he's got this thing I need, or he's got the next elevator button. And once you get the three.
Wait, is this a game about elevator repair?
No, not well. You're putting haunted buttons into an elevator so you can access different floors, but that's
Okay.
basically a fancy way of saying you're unlocking these new levels as
Gotcha,
you go.
okay.
And so, like one floor will be like, oh, this is like the shopping center of this hotel, and you're going between all these shops and everything. I think that's pretty much what we did on the quick look here, which was a lot of fun because that was one of the first areas that really utilizes Gooigi.
Gooigi.
The Gooigi is your goo brother that you shit out,
Yeah.
and after you shit him out, you can control Gooigi. So if you're
I
playing,
thought that was Luigi.
He's a good man.
Folks, I'm
Luigi's
just
a
kidding.
good man.
Wow. That was rude.
I'm sorry, Luigi.
So if you're playing single player, you shit out your brother, and then you're controlling him. And then you can do stuff where it's like, okay, I'm going to have Gooigi blow his poltergeist thing at this fan or whatever, and then you can switch back over to Luigi, and Gooigi will stay there doing his thing.
Right, so it's essentially like in level co-op with one person.
Like I'll lock him into this thing, he's doing this thing, or he's accessing this thing through a grate or vent or something.
Because he's made of
Luigi.
goo.
Yeah, he can T1000 through stuff.
That's cool.
And access different areas. But we, for the first time on the quick look, Vinny and I tried to co-op. Yeah. It was that works really well.
Yeah, so Gooigi pretty much has all of the same abilities as regular Luigi, except he can't go in water.
Less health.
Less health. He runs a little faster, but he can go through the grates. So in the quick look, which was funny because I was playing as Gooigi, I was able to access so many areas that Dan wasn't. I wound up playing a lot more of the quick look than I think we expected.
Yeah.
But it seemed perfect for what I wanted to co-op with my son, because it seems like the game is built to play with one player who can switch back and forth, but you can do it with two people at the same time. So, when playing with my son, there's a lot of instances where he is having trouble with something. It doesn't seem like both players have to be super high skill. Like one player can be really good because it's made to be with one player doing something at the same time.
But it doesn't feel as simplified as like when Nintendo has done co-op modes in the past. Remember Galaxy, you can point a Wiimote to the screen and shoot stars.
It doesn't feel like assist.
And I know you like the Odyssey stuff with the habit. That was still pretty simplified.
That was actually a nightmare. But yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So you didn't like that.
No, because that's like multiple people trying to control
right.
that whole
And the
thing.
camera and stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. I think this is like a real sweet spot with that,
Yeah,
where it's it is a full co-op experience. You're not dumbed down as far as the abilities you've got, but also, if your son was having trouble with a part or something, you'd be like, hey, I'll take Luigi here, and I'll go around and do this thing.
A perfect example was like at some point, Dan got up to a boss, or a mini boss, I don't know, whatever, a stage boss, and Luigi did not have to be there, but I was there. I was able to play along with him and tackle the boss together. And I thought that's exactly what would be the co-op experience.
Yeah, like you would flash the bulb at him and freeze him, and I'd be behind him getting ready to suck
and
up
there's
his
no
tail.
way they would expect you to do that by yourself.
But
to be switching back and forth single player.
Oh, right. You could just do it as Luigi.
yourself,
Yes, totally.
so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm really
Looks
surprised
sharp.
by it. It looks great. It's funny as hell. It's all sorts of just like Nintendo silliness and charm all over this game.
Cool.
The exploring, there's tons of little secrets and things. I really, really enjoy this game.
I'm very excited. I pre-ordered it last night.
Cool.